Hi guys, welcome to another video from the Hefny Guitar channel. This week I want to be talking about the 3-to-1 rule on guitar. It's something that I've been teaching my students to help them break away from some traditional habits that they've picked up on guitar. So essentially, what is the 3-to-1 rule? Whatever system that we are learning, we tend to get stuck with a 1-to-1 ratio with regards to the scales. Let me demonstrate. Say for instance, the cage system. We're starting with the C chord. Okay. What we are taught that if it's not just for chords, when it comes to the pentatonic scale that corresponds to the C chord shape here would be right, I call this the Banshikicho pentatonic or scale. So similarly, each one of those shapes has a corresponding pentatonic. Okay, so let's take for instance this. Okay, this is the G shape, right? The corresponding pentatonic here is the minor pentatonic shape. If we go a little further, the major scale box or fingering that corresponds to this shape is the minor scale box, which is the natural tendency is for guitar players to associate the minor pentatonic and the minor scale at the same location. And I even have some students thinking of the minor pentatonic as the light version of the minor scale, which is not wrong, but there is actually more to it than that. Let us take a look again. Okay, what other pentatonic shapes can exist in the minor scale shape? So we have the minor pentatonic. We also have the Banshikicho, believe it or not. And we also have the Egyptian scale existing within the minor scale shape. So that is one aspect of the 3-to-1 rule. Now the reverse is also true. So for every pentatonic scale shape, and I'm talking the standard pentatonic scale shapes, there are 3 corresponding major scale boxes that can fit within the same space. So for instance, right, the minor pentatonic, right, you can play the minor scale over that. You can play the Dorian shape over that. And you can play the Phrygian shape over that. Okay, this would be pretty obvious for a lot of the advanced players, but for a lot of the beginners and intermediate level players, this point might be lost on you. Just be aware that there is this 3-to-1 ratio, 3-to-1 concept, if you will. Now, this thing is also applied to chords in the cage system. Let us take the same scale box, the A minor scale box. We have your G shape over there, okay? You can actually perfectly fit this shape, which is the C shape, within the same scale box. And at the same time, you can perfectly fit, right, the D shape within the same scale box, and what you actually are getting is actually the 1, 4, and 5. So in this case, this is the G shape, the C shape, which is actually the 4 of G, but we're not in the key of G, we're in the key of C, and the D, which is the 5 in the key of G. If you want to think of it in the key of C, This is the C chord. This is the F chord. And then this is the G chord. So C, F, and G make the 1, 4, and 5 in the key of C. Okay, disclaimer. There will be some of you guys be saying, what about the minor scale shapes? Okay, yeah, the truth is, right, you can actually fit the minor scale shapes, right? Say for instance, right, so this is the 1, this is the 2 chord, okay? The 3 chord, I like to hold it this way rather than you can. Then the 4 chord, we've covered that, which is the C shape, the 5 chord, and so on and so forth. All of that can exist within this shape. But this is where I don't really like the cage system because of the inconsistencies with regards to the minor chord shapes. But with regards to the major chord shapes, they fit perfectly and they will always give you the 1, 4, 5 regardless of which scale box you're doing. Okay, if you're doing it at the next scale box, you're going to find the perfect fit of the cage shapes also will give you the 1, 4, and 5. Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, I will do another video on the different learning systems, of which cage is one of them. I didn't really learn through the cage system. I'll talk about it in that video. Okay, so that is essentially the 3-to-1 concept. Again, for advanced players, we all know this. But if you're a beginner or you're learning, just be aware that there is such a thing, right? That there's more than a 1-to-1 ratio of these things. Hope you liked that video. I will see you in the next one.